boxing fans. Y'all already know who this is. Y'all already know who this is. What's going on? What's going on, man? You on here?
Yeah, what's going on?
Man, seen that fight, brother?
Yeah, it's all just like the rest of the world. Yeah,
Man, bruh. I gotta tip my hat off to Bud Crawford, bruh. I gotta tip my hat off to him, bruh. He's an awesome fighter, bruh. I gotta. Hey, man. I seen somebody on one of the chat rooms call him TBE. I would say like this here. He's TBE of this era.
yeah, of this
Uh,
era, bro. We
yeah.
gonna have to. We can debate Crawford and Mayweather on another time, another show. Uh, but we could just live in the moment and appreciate Bud's greatness. Give him his flowers now. Big accomplishment, three-time undisputed. Um, You know, the second one to do that, the first was Clarissa Shields. Buzz, the first male to be three-time undisputed. Um, and he did the unthinkable. You know, a lot of folks didn't think he would do it, but I've been talking to folks all day and all the way up into the fight, and I said, the key was gonna be Bud's team. Bomac, Red, all them guys, Bernie, all them guys, man. They always make sure Bud is prepared. They always make sure that he always got to get. They have a great game plan, and if the opponent has weaknesses, they're gonna expose it, and that's what they did tonight.
He
Bud
did a
boxed
hell of a
beautifully.
job.
Yeah, and Bud fought at a really good pace, and he was sharp the entire fight because he had to be because you know he really he didn't knock Canelo out, but he broke Canelo mentally. Like Canelo's body language at the end of the fight, you sh- you could see like he Bud would hit him and he would just stop, and it's like, oh, I'm getting hit, and he want to be angry and he get hit again, you know. But yeah, Bud did his thing, man.
BTA, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Belt to ass boxing, boy.
What's going on, man?
I just jump in, man. With your boy FS, man. Look, I might not watch as much boxing you, but I know enough, man. It looked like Mayweather part two, man. I saw it real early. Shit. You can. Canelo too heavy, man. You can try to drop that weight and get faster, but a faster fighter gaining weight gonna still be faster than you, man.
Yeah, that and
It's,
his Canelo got slow feet. He don't have the
yeah,
quickest hands,
you don't.
but he's smart. He's a smart fighter though too. But
He, he's
Bud
smart. He
is
ain't smart
just
as Bud though. Bud's the
no,
smartest fighter I've seen since Mayweather.
definitely.
I said this in the Spence fight, man. I think he could have gave Mayweather a run for his money if they was, back in the day, head to head, because he got more power than Mayweather. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If
he
he
got
can
more
catch, I
power.
think he can catch him. You know what I mean? If anybody can catch Mayweather, I think it would have been him. It would have been, you know, up for debate. But yeah, I think he'd have been the closest guy to give Mayweather a run for his money during his run.
Yeah, I mean that's just like the hypotheticals between LeBron and Jordan, right?
Yeah, and on the
You
80s,
know, 80s,
Bird,
90s.
Magic, yeah, some
Yeah,
basketball. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But
yep.
yeah, I saw real early, man. I think a lot of people got caught up on Canelo name, man. But you know more than me. I ain't seen Canelo fight too many cats comparable to
No,
to Bud before that, and
no.
I think people just look at the numbers, don't look at the quality of the fights. You
Well,
know,
yeah, yeah, and I'll say anytime Canelo did fight those type of fighters, he's lost, right? He lost to Mayweather. He lost to B-Ball, who was a good boxer with good footwork and good power. And then, Bud, so and even then, when you look at Canelo's career, um, I'm not saying he can't beat black fighters. He beat an old Shane Mosley. He knocked out James Kirkland, but Bud is the most athletic black fighter that he's fought since Floyd Mayweather.
It's different levels, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, all can folk ain't, all skin folk ain't kin folk, man. Everybody ain't the same, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get credit with me just because the brother black. You know what I mean? You gotta be the best. And yeah, he ain't beat none of the best black fighters in my book, but that's just my opinion.
No, he didn't. And he found the right one tonight.
Yeah, he thought he's gonna have advantage because boys jumping up in weight, and I was a little concerned until I seen Bud move and say, okay, he still got his speed. You know what I'm saying? And his I feel like his speed, his power was closer equal to Canelo versus the speed difference. Bud still had
Yeah,
way more speed, but matched the power that Canelo had. Canelo wasn't hurting him. You know what I mean? I seen Bud turn him around in them corners a few times, so
yeah,
I knew he was strong enough to deal with him.
yeah. He definitely, which I thought was a key to the fight. Like he had to command Canelo's respect and be able to, slow Canelo down when he came in. Show him who's just as strong in clinches. And you can see Canelo's body language just wasn't good, and you can see Bud's
Nah.
body language was like, "Oh, I'm comfortable. Oh, I
Yeah,
felt that punch. Yeah, I'm good.
that boy was cozy, man. He
Like
was
I'm still
cozy, man.
here." Yeah, he's smiling, he laughing, he
What
talking to him,
what what
all that
what what
stuff.
what your boy Michael Irvin said in the documentary? The mink was necessary. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You have to throw the mink on. It was necessary, man. No matter
you're
if it's
right.
90 degrees outside, the mink is necessary. Bud was cozy, man. You know what I mean? He was comfortable in there, man. And you saw from the jump.
Yep, yep, yeah, man. But you could see it early on in the fight. He had his presence, and anytime they got into any type of exchanges, Bud's quickness was on display. He would land 4, 5 punches to maybe Canelo's one, and that's if Canelo landed one. You could just see Canelo just stop fighting toward the end, backing up, and almost looked like he was pouting.
And,
He was
you
playing
know,
with
and
Canelo.
yeah, he was.
I'm wondering if Canelo really trained for him being orthodox too. I don't know if he trained for him to be in a southpaw.
Nah, he did because he
He
bought in
did?
yeah, he bought in boots.
Boots.
So he thought he saw what he was gonna see. I don't even think I didn't see Crawford really switch to orthodox.
No, he said I didn't know.
He
I know
came out southpaw.
I know they talked about the shoulder thing. I don't know what shoulder was supposed to be. I didn't know if he did that because of that. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that was
He ain't
some
had
just
no
a
injury. That's all bullshit.
little head games, little head games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some people playing them games with that. So, but definitely, that jab was strong enough to do the job. So
yeah, yeah. And that
definitely.
left that left hand, that straight left found a home on Canelo's right eye the entire fight.
Yeah, I
He
know they
looked like
said
he was hurting Canelo in the later rounds. I thought he might even possibly drop Canelo. But Canelo got a
he,
lot of pride too. He wasn't gonna go down.
he got a strong jaw, man. He got
Yeah.
them Cane Corso, big pit bull. He got a strong jaw. That's hard to put him down. But if you it's boxing. It ain't about it ain't called knock the man out. It's called boxing. You know what I mean? You gotta box the man. So that's all. As long as you show the skill and you don't get into deep in the water that we don't need to be at. Which I felt like he would have been comfortable even getting deep in the waters. He just would have put himself at risk he needed to be at dealing with Canelo. Canelo's only chance was getting in a brawl, and he couldn't even get into that. So, you know, he was in trouble from the jump, man.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather just posted on Instagram. his winning ticket for Terrence Crawford. He put $50,000 on Crawford and won 74,000.
Man, I wish I would. I was betting a little side bets on a underdog, but
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna win, but I ain't hit nothing that was gonna make it work for me. But it's all right. I knew what was gonna happen with that joint. You know what I mean? It's but I don't I watch enough boxing to know boxing. You know what I mean? But I don't let myself get caught up in the hype, man. It ain't about nobody's name, man. You can have any name you want, but it's an eyeball test for me. Just to jumping in the football is like Shador. You know what I mean? People can say what they want about Shador, fifth round, man. You look at the eyeball test Shador, and you know he about that. He a dog. He built like that. Same thing with Crawford. People can say what they want. They can try to spin stuff, but you can use the eyeball test when people in action and they got that four-quarter pressure on them. You know who gonna show up. And Crawford one of them cats. Shador one of them cats. Dion one of them cats. Certain cats, man. They gonna show up when they need to. They not gonna
right.
fold, bro. It ain't about looking good on paper. It's about looking good when the pressure on you.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. But uh, but definitely did his thing, man. And yeah, I don't even know what's left for him to do,
I
to
don't
be
know.
honest.
You know what? This is the thing. I don't know. I'm scared of it, or I think, man, he got a little bag. Man, he got a decent bag. He was in he's an undercard still. So I don't know what his number was better than me. I heard some about 10 million or something. You know what I mean? But I don't, my only thing is I'm wondering if Canelo gonna double back and try to do that part two, and Bud gonna jump at that bag. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
worry about him getting me 38 and a half or something by the time they fight or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
So
but
like Canelo got, I think he's what he signed Nick a 3 or 4 fight deal with Turkey Al. I
it was,
think is he 3 or 4 fights? He signed for 3 or 4 fights. And I think Turkey was telling Terrence like if you win this fight, you gotta give back. Like,
yeah, yeah, you got to run it
Turkey and
back,
Three
huh?
Canelo the
fight
reason
deal.
why
It's a 3 fight deal.
who Canelo or Bud?
Canelo
Canelo,
got
huh?
a 3 fight. Canelo got, yeah,
Yeah, so
three.
Canelo's still gonna fight. Bud, he don't have to, but I mean I
Man,
would watch a rematch.
yeah,
I
I think,
I,
man,
I would
look,
watch a rematch.
the way I think Bud got mad kids, bro. Bud got
Yeah.
9, 10 kids, one away from somebody else. You know what I mean? Whatever that's
He got
about.
7.
So
Yeah, he got
they
7.
got 7 officially. That's the official number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he got, yeah, Shorty can't eat no books, man, as they say in Belly. So he might run it back just to get that big bag. You know what I mean? The big finale. So I could see him running it back just for that bag. You know what I mean? He don't need
Yeah,
to.
he gonna want
But
one of the Canelo bags over a
yeah,
hundred
that's,
million.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this is only like what the second bag he ain't got. He got the Spence, the one
Yeah,
Spence, and he got this joint. So I can see, late in his career, 37, he ain't got too much time left. I feel like he think he can get squeeze one more out. You know what I mean? Get a big bag out of it. You know what I mean? So he might run it back just off of that, off strength of that. So I think it'll be financial. If he does it, it's not gonna be legacy. It'll be financial. You know what I mean? If he does it, I
right,
and I think he'd be alright if he do it again. But yeah, they say time's undefeated, so he
Yeah,
looking
he
good at
already got
37.
legacy, bro. He already got legacy. So it's
Yeah,
definitely, yeah, he already the record. Yeah.
yeah. Legacy ain't the issue with him, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about feeding everybody, man. He's 37. It's a long life left to live. So I can say it's hard to turn away 20, 25, 30 million, whatever. You know what I mean? When you got, they probably make you offer you can't refuse, especially the Arab money. So that's
yeah,
something. I can't get mad at the brother if he run it back. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money to turn away. You know, so.
right?
That's the only thing I can see him running the back for. Besides that, he should be good, but we'll see what happens. I don't, it make more sense than his what's up with his tank thing, man? What's going on? Yeah, y'all got the inside on that. What's going on with his tank? Was it tank? Was it Jake Paul? Which
Yeah,
Paul is this? How
Jake.
much Jake Paul weigh, bro? What's
Nigga,
going
which
on?
Paul is this?
Oh,
What is this
over
about,
200
bro?
pounds.
Tank
uh,
too deep in his career. Tank in the middle of his career, bro. What are you doing taking Tyson fights, bro?
And
What,
Tank might be at the end of his career.
yeah, he
He's
just trying
following
to get
Jake
a bag
Paul.
and retire, bro.
at this point, bro? Because that boy putting hydration clause in. He 130 something, 140 something pounds, bro. What you gonna do against Jake Paul? He got power, but come on, bro. Like that's just that's a little wild. But so is Mayweather against Tyson. I take that less serious than Tank, because Tank is still in his prime. You know what I mean? But I think it's more of a big deal for Tank, because Tank is still in the prime of his career to be doing something like that. But I don't know what that's about, man. What I don't know what the I don't know. Make some. I know it's probably crazy numbers, but you know what I mean. Like what? How that is that catch? What's the details on the tank things? The catch weight? What's going on with that?
Hey, I don't even think we got the details on that yet.
I think he just saw the money. He's like, bet.
That's
He
all you
from
need
he
to
from
hear.
he from Baltimore, they would say Baltimore. He trying to buy Baltimore stuff. He trying to Baltimore a bunch of stuff, man. So you know, you guys got need that bail money.
Yeah,
Just don't be like Tyreek, man. Don't make that bag to give it away.
I hear you.
and
Yeah, bro. Good night
shout
of
out,
boxing, though, man.
yeah, shout out to being in boxing, man. You know what I mean? Y'all been doing y'all thing for a minute,
Yeah.
I see y'all boys, man. Out here shining.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, bro. They got a fight coming up that's gonna be out there in Fort Worth.
Oh yeah, what
Yeah.
what?
November 8th.
Hey, I'm about to check
Yo,
my
the
check my
boss
little.
said do it, get ready to fight in about 2 hours, bro. Tonight.
Yeah.
Y'all, man. Look, I'm off November 8th, man. I got a 4-day weekend. What's happening?
I don't know if I'm gonna be up there. Nick might be up there.
Man, y'all like Ken Ross said, let me know, man. I'll pull up on y'all, man. For work down the street, bro. It's like
Yeah.
20, 30 minutes. I come
Yep.
rock with y'all, bro.
Yep. Yep.
I'm trying to see what it do, man. I'm a little lighter than y'all, but I got I got interest. I feel like I got an eye just for sports in general, man. I don't have I try to have unbiased, opinions. I try to base it off the facts, man. You know what I mean? Facts is facts, bro. It ain't about who you don't like, all that. It's about what you seeing, and I like to give honest opinion about stuff. I'm pretty, I'm pretty, I'm pretty accurate with what I see. You know what I mean? From what from the what I do actually get to peep. But I definitely wouldn't mind collab with y'all, man. Checking some fights out. Picking y'all brains. You know what I mean? Get that
Yep.
XU thing going on.
Yeah, man. We definitely see when the next one we gonna try to get to.
Yeah, man. Especially out in the city, man. Let me know. I'll definitely rock with y'all in the fort. Down the street.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I'm about to try to wrap it up, man. You know?
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate let me jump on, man. BTA boxing coming soon. You know what I
I
mean?
hear you.
He money
Yep.
bags, he tight. Gonna get this thing right. Feel me?
Yep. Yep.
Appreciate y'all fellas, bro.
Yep.
All
All
right,
right,
boss
bro.
man. I'm gonna let y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Holla at me, boy.
All right. Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Wait, how this shit? How you turn this shit off?